Hello, York College. This is Dr. Rahul Kashyap, Medical Director for Research at WellSpan. Today, we are here to introduce the WellSpan York College Summer Undergrad Research Intern Program. With me, I have colleagues Ted Bell and Nicole Leibel from WellSpan, and one of the York College students, Rachel Rambler, is here with us today too. Nicole Leibel, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole Leibel. I'm a clinical research associate with WellSpan Health, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our application process. So ideally, you will have been a junior you would have completed your junior year by June 2023, and you'd be enrolled in a healthcare related field. You would have completed the undergraduate research course, preferably a stats course, and have a science GPA of over 3.0. You have to have a letter of recommendation from a course professor or advisor. You have to have a short personal statement and 1 to 3 research topic ideas ready to go for your application. You should also be able to work a standard work week from around 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and have your own meals, transportation, and housing accommodated for. And all of these requirements are due by February 1st at midnight. So once you complete all that, you'll hear back from us by mid-February, and then you'll be enrolled in the program. And I'll now turn it over to Ted, who will discuss what that looks like.
Hello, I'm Ted Bell from the Research Department at WellSpan. During your time at WellSpan, we'll give you some training to guide you through the research project process. We'll get you back to the basics in the library so that you can find out all about your research idea to illustrate the context of your project. As your project is developed, the research methodology starts to take shape. You'll begin to ask more questions about where will the data come from, how many subjects are needed, what variables will be collected, and how will you measure the outcomes, and what will you do with the results. Once you have data, you'll learn how to give meaning to your data points in your spreadsheet in order to explain the project's findings to others. One last hurdle of research is presenting or publishing. This is the main goal. Writing up the project actually starts as soon as you develop your study idea. All that planning work you have done will fill in the blanks on the introduction and methods. And because you've worked through your own data analysis, the results and conclusion will fall into place. We'll work with you to find a medical journal to submit for publication. And at the end of this internship, you will be an influencer for medical research. It's definitely more substantial than a social media influencer, and it's far more reaching. As a medical research influencer, you'll have the chance to change healthcare, just not locally, but globally. Dr. Kashyap?
Absolutely. As Ted and Nicole has mentioned, this was going to be your first interaction with clinical research, working with scientists, medical people, nurses, as well as physicians to actually answer research question, get the chance to look at the research operations, methodology, the intricate details of institutional review board, the IRB, and working on own your research project as well. We are very excited. Let's see what is in it for you, Nicole.
By the end of our program, we would hope that you'll have significant experience in the skills of communication, adaptability, critical thinking, teamwork, and integrity. Not only will you be able to say that you did research at a preeminent institution, but you'll also be able to say that you were able to shadow different physicians at a trauma 1 teaching hospital, and that you were able to shadow different physicians as they were presenting their research at our local Discovery Day. And then I'll pass it back to Dr. Kashyap.
Fantastic, Nicole. You have heard from us. Why don't you hear from now for one of your own who has gone through the same process? In our inaugural course, we have Erica and Rachel go through today. Rachel is with us here today. Rachel is one of the York College students, and she's accepted into the PA school already. Let's hear from Rachel that what was her experience and what advice she has for you. Rachel?
Okay, so some of my experiences during this program, I got to shadow with several clinical research professionals, watch them interact with patients, and as they oversaw clinical trials that happens at WellSpan. I also was able to work with the staff there to publish my own research paper. So that happened recently. It was very exciting. Not a lot of people get to do that in their undergrad, so it's a pretty big deal, I would say. Also got to attend some IRB meetings and learn kind of about the ethics of human research and all that has to go in before a clinical trial can even start. For students who are thinking about applying, I would say definitely take a special interest in classes that do, research projects where you have to read research papers or maybe write your own. It's obviously a big part of it's a research internship. And so if you have those classes, make sure you're really paying attention to that, just because having a strong background in that will absolutely help with your application. And if you were to get it, make you feel a lot more comfortable with everything that you have to do for the internship.
Thank you so much, Rachel, and everybody else. We are very excited that you are considering us and applying for this program. And those who will get successful, we'll be happy to work with you as well. Thank you for applying.